Hey everyone, welcome to the Movie Throne podcast. I'm your host, the one and only King freaking Kansas, here on a Saturday morning. Actually, March 15th. It's not bad outside. It's not too cold up here in Canada. And I don't know where you guys live or what part of the world. Hopefully you're enjoying the weather and you're going to have a chance to go outside this weekend and enjoy it a little bit with your friends, family, and whoever else you want to have fun with. But anyways, I know you guys are here this morning. Well, actually, it's going to be early afternoon when you guys see this because I'm recording in the morning and I'm going to be posting in the afternoon because I got to do everything. King's a one-man show sometimes around here. Admiral, yes, he's going to be back next week. He's going to be joining me for an Admiral session, and that's going to be fun. He'll be here in the flesh. We're going to have fun. But for now, you're here with the King. Live with it. Okay, guys, I want to dive right into it because we have a lot of stuff to talk about this weekend. A lot of stuff happened in the world of TV, movie, entertainment. Of course, you know me. The King selects what he wants to speak and give his opinions to. You guys are more than welcome to join in if you like in the comment section below. Because you guys all know it's only my opinion that matters. Yours, irrelevant. No, it isn't. Just kidding, guys. Let me know. And I'm just going to be sure topics I haven't covered that I didn't put on this list. Because there's stuff that comes up as we speak. And it's just non-going. This is what I wanted to talk about and bring to your attention. Okay, guys. Let's get into what I like to call the hot topics. First stuff I want to talk about are a couple of trailers. The first trailer that I managed to see a little bit of was Lilo and Stich. It's the new Disney live-action film that's coming out in May, as far as I know. Haven't seen the original animated one. A lot of people went bonkers for it, and a lot of people are going bonkers for it now. I'm like, he looks like My Pet Monster on drugs is the way I'm going to say it. He's out there, makes these little noises, does a little crazy thing, whatever. Okay, so I go, let me watch this trailer, because people are making a big stink about it. And, you know, with Disney films, live actions, it's hit and miss all over the place. So let me check this out. Checked it out, and I can honestly say, I liked it. It was pretty funny, man. I could see why people like this entity or property. Exciting. A little girl discovers this little creature. They're on a journey. I don't know how this happens, but her family decides she can keep it. And then hell hits the fan, pretty much. Shit hits the fan, pardon my language. And it takes them on a journey of them trying to stay out of trouble. And hopefully, I don't know, from what I gather, maybe someone's going to try and take it away from her because they want to use it for some reason. There's things that where it's from that are after it. So I don't know if it was a criminal and it escaped and all this stuff. But it looked promising enough to say, you know what? I might look twice and maybe check it out for the hell of it. If I'm like in the theater to watch some other film, I might tag along and watch that, you know, kind of thing. But very interested. Looked pretty cool. Even the special effects were pretty decent. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comment section below. Would you guys go check out Lilo Stich? Are you a big fan? Do you recommend the King go check it out? Either way, let me know below. But it looks good. I enjoyed it. Okay. The second trailer I want to talk about, of course, is The Last of Us. I don't know if it was a little bit of a teaser or whatever, but it gave you glimpses of what's going to go down this season, and it looks good. It's not going to be as long of a season, but I think what we're going to be getting is going to be phenomenal. Pedro Pascal, you can't go wrong. Bella Ramsey, and then more people added to the cast. It got me hype, and that's what it's supposed to do, basically a trailer, and it looked good. You see him carrying her around. You see them being attacked by the zombies. It's picking up where we left off last time, and then it's going to throw a whole bunch more. I'm not a big, fan of the game. I haven't played the game, so not that I'm not a fan, but I haven't played it. But unaware, going into this blind like I did season 1. Season 1 was phenomenal. Even the King's mom was watching it. She asked me, when's the second season? I go, don't worry, it's coming in April. So I can't wait to cover this week to week. We're going to do a review on it, so tune in the podcast. It's going to be added to the list of reviews we do on a weekly basis around here because it's a lot of pretty damn good show. But I'm happy it's back. Pedro Pascal, whatever. Trailer sold me. It already sold me with just season 2. You didn't have to show me anything, but I'm glad they didn't show you too much to reveal what's going on. But at the same time, it was a damn good trailer. You guys let the King know. Did you like it? Was it enough to get you hooked? Were you hooked before? Either way, I want to know down below in the comment section. Okay, guys, enough with the trailer talk. let's get into some rumors. This is one big rumor, okay, guys? Which I kind of laugh. This is casting news rumor. Apparently one of the entertainment reporters, John Snyder, I know him from the John Campea show and all this other stuff on Collider and stuff. Apparently, he just threw it out there. So take it with a grain of salt. It's a rumor. It's not a rumor. But when you mention the man, Tom Cruise, you got the king's attention right there. Apparently, there's been a rumor or something that he actually said, Snyder, not me. And I don't know, I'm not misquoting whatever, I'm not directly quoting him, but just giving you guys the gist of this rumor is apparently that maybe James Gunn is looking to have Tom Cruise, or maybe Tom Cruise is already in there, portraying Superman's father, Jor-El. And I'm like, are you kidding me? First it was the Green Lantern stuff. Now you got this. He is 60. He's 60 plus, but he looks like he's 25. He's in great shape, does his own stunts. And I'm like, what's the validity of this rumor? Do I believe it? Can I see it happening? I don't see it happening, to tell you the truth. Tom Cruise? No. Unless Tom Cruise is so into Superman, the history of Superman and stuff, he wants to be a part of that lore. Just like Marlon Brando did it and whatever. Maybe he wants to do something like that just to kind of add to his resume of a little cameo appearance and that's it, But I don't see it, man. I don't see him being just like a background character. I think I see him as being like a supporting character to the main actor or person in the film, but just to have him as a background thing or maybe like past or flashbacks, I can't see it happening. Would I be shocked that no? Would I like it? Of course it is. Tom Cruise, man, my buddy. I'm gonna watch anything that man's in, even the crappy movies, Tom. But you're doing good. Don't worry. I can't wait to see your other Dead Reckoning. Part 2 or The Final Reckoning. Can't wait for that. Top Gun, Maverick. I can go on and on, guys. Hit after hit after hit. This man cannot miss, in my personal opinion. But anyways, that's the rumor. I don't know if it's true. Do you guys believe it? Do you want to see Tom Cruise in the DCU new universe created by James Gunn? Either way, I want to know down in the comment section below. Okay, enough of that. This is legit casting, okay? This was a big deal, and I'm kind of happy that it happened. Actress from Stranger Things, Sadie Sink, has been casted in Spider-Man 4. And the rumor mill is going rapid and it's going crazy, guys. It's like a roller coaster. People are trying to say who she's going to portray. Is she going to play Mary Jane? Is she going to play Jean Grey? Because they're going to introduce the X-Men. Rumors are going crazy. So the two candidates so far that everybody been mentioning the characters for her to play is either a new love interest like a Mary Jane Watson for him, which there's already Zendaya, but that could be possible because it's a multiverse madness crap that's going on. Or maybe Jean Grey. They're slowly introducing us to new X-Men characters, and maybe that's how we're going to get the new Jean Grey, and she's supposed to play Jean Grey. Either way, I'm glad that they casted her because it just to show us that whatever character they're going to be portraying a younger version of them, not an older, that they're going to be around for a while, in my personal opinion, which is great. I think personally, it's going to be probably Jean Grey. That's what I'm thinking, because they're introducing new characters. For them to bring a well-known actress and then kind of get rid of her, because when everything goes normal after Spider-Man 4, which I'm pretty sure it will be, because he's going to find his way back to the normal world or whatever he wants to say, in reality he's going to hit. They'll probably have a regular actress, not too well known, but just to kind of say, that's Mary Jane, and then now she's gone kind of thing, right? So they can continue with Zendaya and that kind of love storyline or whatever you want to call it moving forward. But my pick personally is Jean Grey. That's who I think they're going to cast, or she's been casted for. I'm just happy she's a part of it. You guys tell me, give me your thoughts. What do you think? Jean Grey, Mary Jane, or someone else? Let me know. I want to see your thoughts below, guys. So get on that. But yeah, it's a big deal in my personal opinion. She's a good actress, star breakout actor in Stranger Things Season 4, which I can't wait to watch that later on. Anyways, enough of that. So that's the casting news and stuff, guys. Now let's get into some set photo leaks. I don't know if I'm going to post pictures up and stuff. You guys can look that up yourself. Apparently, you have new set photos of the Odyssey of John Barenthal and Tom Holland in there with director Christopher Nolan there. He's posted several of them, with shaved head, Barenthal, and, and all that ancient garb, Greek garb, So it looks good from what I saw, Am I excited about it? No, because it's like behind the scenes stuff. It's not even actual footage of the movie or a trailer or anything. But it looks like they're headed in the right direction. He knows what he's doing. But am I super crazy excited and everybody should go crazy? No, I don't know. But it's big enough to mention here on the channel and to kind of say, guys, check it out. If you're interested in the Odyssey, Christopher Nolan's next film, there's some set photos that actually popped up, either released by him or who knows who got them and took quick snapshots and put them on. But either way, you can check them out for yourselves. I won't be posting anything on the screen because it's not worth the king's time personally. Anyways, okay, the last thing I wanted to mention, guys, in the hot topics, because I don't want you guys to say, oh, King, this came out and you forgot about it and you didn't mention it. I didn't forget about it. What the hell is the King talking about? I'm talking about Wheel of Time Season 3 dropped on Prime Video. I haven't seen Season 2. I think I might have seen Season 1, so I have to catch up on that and then get on Season 3. That's why I'm not doing a review on Season 3 and stuff, because there's so many other things I have to watch before I watch that and get on it. But don't worry, by next weekend, I'm hoping we're going to be tackling the Wheel of Time. So we're going to be discussing that with the Admiral. That's why I want the Admiral here as well. There'll probably be maybe an Admiral session on that. That'll be probably the main topic of Wheel of Time, because he's watched apparently the first 2 seasons and he's ready to go for 3, so he's probably going to start watching 3. I got to play catch up so I can watch it with him, and then we can have a nice little discussion in next week's thing and bring that up. So I just wanted to mention Season 3 debuted. It literally came out this past week. Didn't forget about it. It's a big deal. A lot of people didn't watch it. I thought after Season 1 it'll die, but I was interested in 2. Just watch one thing and I got distracted and didn't get back to it, but I will do so. But check it out for yourselves. Let me know. Are you excited, not excited? Either way, that's the end of the hot topics of this week. So I can move on quickly because I want to keep us a little shorter than usual, because last week, King talked a lot. Anyways, all right, guys, let's get into what I like to call my favorite, segment of the podcast, reviews. Yes, you heard me right. There's going to be at least 2 reviews I'm going to do for sure. And one, I'll probably do a non-spoiler in the main topic portion of this podcast, okay? And you could probably hint because you've seen the thumbnail already, Electric State. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, first thing I want to jump into, guys, is Daredevil Born Again, episode number 3. Wow. Decent episode, strong episode in my personal opinion. Loved how they jumped into it. It took us into what we know from Matt Murdock being the lawyer who's fighting in court for his client. There's setbacks, there's craziness, there's a witness who they try to bring that are trying to kill the cops. There's a car chase scene, which was crazy, and I love the way they did the decoy thing, because I'm like, I bet you he's not in there, and I was right. Just to get him to court, because the cops are after him. The dirty looks that the White Tiger got, revealing something that they weren't supposed to reveal. They wanted to keep his identity as the vigilante out of it, but because he knew that the special witness came in, he decided to, put his tail between his legs and run and not, testify and help him out. He knew he was losing his case. So the best thing to do was to say, listen, if he's this vigilante, why would he kill a cop? Like, why would he throw everything away when he's this kind of person? It wasn't what he was wearing, it was the person. He wanted to do good and help. So he was trying to prove his client was a good person trying to do the right thing, but something bad happened, and instead of what they're making him out to be a murderer and stuff like that, So he ends up pulling the card, reveals the big thing. Everybody's freaking out in court. It was pretty cool. The judge is upset at Matt Murdock because, he had agreed not to do it because that's what he wanted. Now you got the other prosecutor going bananas. You got the Kingpin doing his stuff, having still issues with his wife and dealing with situations that's going on. He doesn't like what's going on, whatever. Kingpin was kind of a little bit more in the back shadow of this, even though he was still wheeling and dealing. Don't get me wrong. He was still present. Yeah, I'm focusing more on things because that's why I enjoyed more of the Matt Murdock, the White Tiger thing. And then, as a result, spoiler, if you haven't seen it, that's your fault. He gets acquitted. So he's found not guilty. He goes. And this is the crazy part, guys. That's why the last 5 minutes, you got to watch it right to the end. last 5 minutes of this episode, you have the Kingpin asking Gandolfini's son, I can't remember his name. I think his name is Dylan. I want to see this BB reporter. I want to give her like another interview. So he kind of does this. Kingpin's not happy that the vigilante, the White Tiger, gets away. So he's kind of like indirectly talking about vigilantes and, justice not being served, but eventually, some way, somehow, it all works out. And you got him, the White Tiger, basically putting on his outfit, going to do what he's doing. Patrols the street, walks a couple of blocks, and I swear to God, guys, a few seconds later, you got this guy out with a trench coat, pulls the gun, and shoots. Shoots him dead. Walks away, and all we see walking towards the screen is the Punisher's skull. And everybody's losing their minds. Oh my God, the Punisher, no. It's someone in person. I can almost guarantee that. Punisher don't work that way, but it's going to make it somehow, because eventually I think that's how we're going to get Frank Castle's back in the picture, that Matt Murdock's going to find out that maybe he thinks that there's a chance that he did it, so he's going to track him down, and I think that's what he's going to do. It's going to be an investigative, report kind of, let's try and find the Punisher and see where he is the next episode, and then near the end, we're going to see the Punisher and then have that confrontation that we saw in the trailer. So that's a spoiler, which I think that's what's going to go down, to tell you the truth, and then Kingpin's going to get more mad, and something else is going to happen between him and his wife. And I know he promised his wife that he's not going to go after this, what is it, Andrew? I don't even know what person she had slept with or whatever, but he's going to get him eventually. Trust me. He's going to indirectly, no one's going to mess around with his wife. The Kingpin's the Kingpin for a reason, right? He's just using the actual government now to do his dirty work for him instead of getting his own hands dirty and kind of separating him from the violence that the city is. He's going to sue on the city and anything. He wants power. He's addicted to power, guys. Either way, whether it's the criminal world or the government, he's going to find it and he's going to get his hands dirty. And Matt's going to, go further, and he's going to be forced to put on the suit again to go after who he needs to and stop things before they get worse. That's what I think is going to go on. But happy to see. Can't wait to see John Barenthal, Punisher, probably at the end of next episode. If not, maybe at the beginning. It'll surprise me. Who knows? I don't know. You guys let me know. You think he's going to show up at the beginning of next episode, or you can think it's going to be right near the end, and then we're going to get him in the following? I think he's going to be in the last 2 episodes. That's what I think, personally. Okay, guys. So that's my official episode number 3 review of Daredevil Born Again. Let me know in the comment section below if you like it or not. Okay. The next review that I absolutely need to talk about, guys, is Reacher Season 3, episode number 6. Holy smokes, man. They cannot miss with this series, man. It gets better and better week after week. The drama, the stress, the reveals, I'm telling you guys, phenomenal. Like, oh my God, Alan Richardson on another level. Just where they're taking the character and the storyline. And this episode, guys, pardon the language, shit hits the fan. His secret, or he gets made out pretty much. They found out that he's an agent working with these guys and blah, blah, blah. But it's not the way you think of it, because if you guys remember, the last episode, he was supposed to go to the warehouse with the boss that he's working for to see the big guy, the guy who's in charge of this operation. Pardon me, guys. And unfortunately, he has amnesia, so he doesn't remember who he is. So that you thought, you know what? Maybe he's going to remember him. But it's revealed after a few other actions and whatever, not to his doing, that he's the agent of a special team force, the 110s, that he's familiar with. McGabe, I want to call him, or whatever. I don't even remember his name because they keep on changing it. But he finds it out, and oh my God, just that chase scene when they're going after him in the forest, him putting the dirt on his face, taking out all the guys that are going out. I'm like, this man, I don't know how many different ways you can kill people, but they did it. From the land thing around his neck to the ATV, the chain that strangles the one guy. I'm telling you, he did it. He did it well. And for him to go into there was like a laundromat, and he's joking around. He actually gets away. He goes, you know what? What happens if you guys close? Because he's trying to hide from these guys. What happens if you close for the day? So He closes it. He has a little coffee. There's a little bit of joke there and there. You guys can watch it for yourselves. And the agent knows that, oh my God, they're after him. Everything's pretty much hit the fan. And they're scrambling. And of course, you got his one of his old companions in her office getting attacked by the same people, which is excellent. The way she took him out, unreal. The ending was okay. Like I said, it's going to see, like, what else is going to come out next? We do find out the girl with the earring that the FBI agent Duffy is looking for. She's alive. They're using her as extra bait. There's a scene on the boat that they've kind of figured out that's where she is. So you got Duffy and Reacher swim out trying to see if she's there to rescue her. She was there, but she was taken. Then they confront the guy who had him, and then they end up beating the crap out of him. Put a little thing in there. He wanted to be rescued, please. I don't know where she is. The boat blows up, and that's pretty much it. And I'm telling you, man, it was one of those episodes, guys, that must-see TV. Definitely, if you're going to watch Season 3, phenomenal. You don't even have to watch the other 2 seasons, because every season it's its own contained story. And this one is just phenomenal. There's only 2 more episodes left. And I'm like, we got this madness this episode. What are we going to see in 7, 8? I know there's going to be the big fight between Paulie and Reacher. 100% that's going down. The poor kid is getting tortured again by the... Oh, my, I'm telling you, I'm getting goosebumps from this. I can't wait to see what the hell. They're going to cut the kid's ear. It's just one of those things that things are spiraling out. And it's just going to be one big mess. And I'm happy to be there for the ride. I can't even wait to see next episode next Thursday, for God's sakes, on Prime Video. So check it out for yourselves. Come back in the comment section. Let me know what you guys thought about Reacher episode 6. How have you been liking it so far? Did you like this episode? Is it the best? I think it's one of the best ones from all of them. And every single episode has been a home run, in my personal opinion. No filler episode whatsoever. It's non-stop action. It might be, I'm going to go out on a limb, maybe my favorite season so far. I'm just saying. I'll know when it ends, and I'll tell you, okay, you know what? Maybe not. But there you go. That's my official review on Reacher, Season 3, Episode number 6. Okay, enough of that. Let's get into the main topic, guys. Main topic. You guys saw the thumbnail. The Electric State got released on Netflix this past Friday. I did a reaction, immediate video on our channel. You can go check that out. It's already up. Non-spoiler, of course. And I stated in that one, guys, that the Admiral wanted me to hold off until next week to do a spoiler-filled review because he wants to be there and talk about it because he's been waiting for this. It's one of his anticipated films of 2025. And he's like, King, you can't do it solo. I want to come on and I want to do it with you, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay. I had agreed to it. King, you know the King. King is the king for a reason. He listens, but he does what he wants. Guys, I was gonna if I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna do like a mini non-spoiler thing to kind of extend of what I was trying to talk about in my reaction video because I didn't give details. I'm still not gonna give details, but I'm gonna give you a non-spoiler review because the movie came out yesterday, and for me to wait another entire week ain't against what I do. But the thing is, you know what? I'm going to respect the Admiral enough that we're going to go into full details in that episode, but I'll give you a little mini review. But let me give you a rundown of this Prime Video thing. It's directed by the Russos. It's about 2 hours and maybe 8 minutes long. It stars Millie Bobby Brown, Chris Pratt, Stanley Tucci, Anthony Mackie, Woody Harrelson, Jason Alexander, Giancarlo Esposito, Ki Hei Kwan from The Goonies, Indiana Jones. I'm going to leave it at that. And Alan Tudyk. Those are some of the voice actors and stuff like that, guys. I can honestly say, guys, going into this thing, I was like, okay, saw all the bad reviews on the face of the planet, people pooping on it and all this stuff. And you know the King. King always tells you guys, don't listen to anybody's garbage. Watch it with your own 2 little eyes and be your own judge. Because at the end of the day, your own opinion matters. Doesn't matter what these guys say, because you know what? What they might like, you might not like, and vice versa. That's the way I go. So I went into this thing with already that preconceived notion that, okay, it's a typical Prime Video, whatever, Russo film it's more missed than hit, whatever. So I went into this thing expecting it's going to be a dumpster fire. It's going to be okay at the best, you know. It was good. I enjoyed it. it's out there, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. You have to believe that robots have to coexist with humans in this one, and that there was some sort of war that was going on, and then the robots had feelings and they wanted to kind of rebel against the humans and be treated fairly, like fair treatment. So you can only imagine the political aspirations behind that portion of the film. And things happen. You got Millie Bobby Brown's character with her brother, school, kind of like a flashback. It starts in 1990. That's the only thing I'm going to tell you, spoiler. And then it jumps 4 years later with the stuff hits the fan pretty much between the robots and the humans. And you can only imagine there. You got Millie Bobby Brown, who there was a tragic accident that involved her brother and at the same time her family. She ends up in a foster system. And that's where the beginning of the movie starts, pretty much, guys. And it takes you on a journey from there. She's having flashbacks, dealing with the loss of her family, her brother. That's pretty much it. Her brother was a genius, and the way that everything kind of ties into her brother and her journey to kind of like when she discovers that he could be alive. That's the only spoiler. She goes on a journey. She meets up with Chris Pratt down the road, another guy friend with the robot, because it's not good to have friends with robots and stuff like that, and proceeds on her journey. Things happen along the way. Stanley Tucci in this one is phenomenal. He is the new computer robot, bad guy, antagonist, whatever you want. Giancarlo Esposito plays a bounty hunter who goes after robots. I'm just going to leave it at that. Both did a good job, and he does a 360 character arc, whatever the hell. You can see it for yourselves. Action is pretty good. The music choice is phenomenal. Jokes, good. Not all of them landed. Not all of them were good. Some were cheesy, I'm not going to lie. Selections, the fight scenes were phenomenal. Stuff blowing everywhere. It looked real. It looked like something that we can experience down the road. That's what it looked like. You know, it didn't look too far out there. All the actors brought it. The voice actors, you can kind of recognize as you go along, from Woody Harrelson. You can see there. Jason Alexander is near the beginning, so I'm not going to spoil that for you. But all the different ones, you can say, oh, that's so-and-so. Oh, this is this. That's what you kind of get. But the way they portray the robots and their connection together with the humans was phenomenal. And the way they tied every loose end from Millie Bobby Brown's brother to the robots to the scientists to everybody came all well. It concluded good. It was your typical kind of like a Hollywood moment, but not really a Hollywood moment. But yeah, near the end, you're going to get a little teary-eyed. I can tell you that right now. There's a, teary-eyed moment between Millie Bobby Brown and somebody. But Chris Pratt, everybody else, Chris Pratt and his robot, phenomenal relationship between him and his thing. It's so cool. You got to see it for yourselves. It's funny at times. Trailer shows you a couple of little scenes there. You can see that for yourselves. But it was not what I really expected it to be. But I'm glad it didn't. And at the same time, it was an enjoyable movie. Yes, it was one of the negative things, a little bit longer than it should have been. They didn't need to drag out certain other things. And they needed to focus on some other stuff that kind of would make more sense to you going forward. Flow was pretty decent. I enjoyed it. Would I watch it again? Probably. Would I buy it? Maybe, if it's, the $10 bin, let's just say that. But one of the better Russo films, in my personal opinion. And Millie Bobby Brown, all the actors brought it. Like, if you don't believe her or Chris Pratt or Tucci, those three are the key actors that you see in front of your face. If you don't believe those three in their roles, you're not going to believe the film or enjoy the film. It's going to take you out of it. But for what it was, with science fiction and being real and all that stuff, and the way the Russos put everything together, I think they did a good job. So there you go, guys. Short, simple, sweet, non-spoiler version. Don't worry, you're going to get a full Admiral session review, spoilers and everything else, because I'm pretty sure he's going to be more thorough than me, and we're going to tell you more details. I can elaborate on some of the points that I brought up here in this review next weekend with some other cool stuff. So there you go, guys. That's my official The Electric State movie review starring Millie Bobby Brown, Chris Pratt, and Stanley Tucci. So, okay, guys, there you go. So that is pretty much this episode, podcast episode number 69. Of the Movie Throne. I hope you guys liked it. Like, share, and subscribe. Go in the comment section below. Comment on any of the segments that I've done, topics, stuff that I haven't commented on. Comment. King will be more than glad to respond to you guys below. Keep it clean. Keep it respectful or I'll delete you. That's how it works around here. So anyways, go enjoy your week, your weekend, day, spend time with your family, whatever. Stay off the king's throne, and I'll see you guys where? Right here on YouTube land. Be the hell good.